I am Christopher Ingrassia from Mustang Restorations in Dundee, Illinois. I'm known as the Doctor of Restorations. My shop is 25,000 square feet. At any given time, I'll have about 50 cars here in all different shapes and sizes, meaning they could be torn down to nothing, where it's just a little nut and bolt left, or it could be in for a tune-up, anything in between. People bring in their cars for me to restore or to find a car for them, and then I restore it the way they wanted it back in the day, maybe a high school car or a dating car. We get really rough cars here, so we take them from rusty bolts in the garage and bring them back to a beautiful show car.
Finally tonight, a story of love lost and love found again.
This show is about tracking down that first car, that very first car, the one that drove away.
A boy never forgets his first love, even if, and maybe especially if, it is an automobile.
You know, everybody's had that first car. And sometimes it's not even the first car. Sometimes it's a second or third car. It's the car that they remember because they met their girlfriend, they drove around and their dad helped them rebuild it.
In John Schnatter's case, it was a 1971 Z28 Chevy Camaro. His dad's tavern business was failing, so in 1983, John sold his car for $2,800.
Every week, with the help of friends, family, relatives, and of course my team that's real talented on how to track down all these cars, we're going to find that car that got away.
A few years ago, it just kind of dawned on me that if I could somehow miraculously find the car, that it would be worth the search. Does the car still even exist? Is it in the junkyard somewhere? Well, when I put in the VIN number, it actually told me what address it had been registered in a different state. Gotta give her gas. Okay, that sounds so good. I actually may be keeping this for myself. So now that we have the car, we've been planning to give it to my dad as a surprise. He has no idea that we've searched for it, and it's going to be the surprise of his life, I think.
One thing the show is going to be about is a lot of emotional highs and lows.
What?
What?
What's the matter? Look at him! Look at him!
Of course, the emotional high is going to be we track down the car, we find it, we give it back to the person that had it before.
Okay, I got you. Oh no, what the hell? Dear God.
And it's going to be like you would not believe.
God, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Where'd you get it?
We found it.
Dear me.
It's all good now, we found it.
Wow. I'm just...
Whatever the situation, my job is going to be to find that car and pull off the ultimate surprise.